I just love geese. They're so silly looking with their big feet and clumsy waddle, but they're also incredibly protective of their young and will attack anything that invades their territory. Have you ever been attacked by a goose? Well, if not, count yourself lucky. In this video, we talk about why geese are so protective and what you should do if you ever find yourself under attack by one. Let's get started. Geese are known to be very protective of their young for many reasons. One is that they have a strong maternal instinct, which drives them to protect their offspring from predators. For example, Canadian swallows will defend their nests from intruders by attacking them and making loud noises until they leave. Also, geese live in groups called gaggles, and the members of the gaggle will help to defend the young. This is an example of cooperative breeding, where individuals within a group will help to raise the young of the group. This behavior is thought to have evolved because it increases the chances of survival for the young. When geese are living in groups, there is a higher chance that at least some of the young will survive to adulthood. This is because there are more adults available to help defend and care for the young. Additionally, the young are more likely to learn survival skills from the adults in the group. Overall, this means that the young are more likely to survive and reproduce, which is the ultimate goal of any animal. Another reason why geese are protective of their young is because they are threatened by humans. Humans are known to kill geese for their feathers, meat, and eggs. In addition, humans often destroy the habitats of geese, which can lead to starvation or death. As a result, geese have evolved to be very wary of humans and will attack if they feel that their young are being threatened. However, it's important to note that not all geese are the same, and some may be more aggressive than others. For example, Canada geese are known to be more aggressive than other types of geese and are more likely to attack if they feel that their young are at risk. But what if a goose attacks you? If a goose does attack you, it's important to stay calm and try to avoid eye contact. Geese are most likely to attack if they feel that you are a threat to their young. If you stay calm and move away slowly, the goose is less likely to attack. If a goose does attack, it is best to protect your head and neck with your arms and try to kick the goose away with your legs. If you have any weapons on you, such as a stick or a stone, you can use them to scare the goose away. But be careful not to hit the goose with the weapon, as this could provoke it further. If you find yourself being attacked by a goose, it's important to seek medical attention right away. Even a small peck from a goose can cause serious injury, especially to children and the elderly. A goose's beak is very sharp and can easily cut or puncture the skin. In addition, geese carry a number of diseases that can be transmitted to humans through their saliva or feces. These diseases can cause a variety of symptoms, including fever, diarrhea, and vomiting. The good news is that goose attacks are relatively rare. Geese are usually only aggressive if they feel that their young are being threatened. If you stay calm and move away slowly, the goose is less likely to attack. If a goose does attack, it's important to protect your head and neck with your arms and try to kick the goose away with your legs. If you have any weapons on you, such as a stick or a stone, you can use them to scare the goose away. But be careful not to hit the goose with the weapon, as this could provoke it further. If you find yourself being attacked by a goose, it's important to seek medical attention right away. Even a small peck from a goose can cause serious injury, especially to children and the elderly. A goose's beak is very sharp and can easily cut or puncture the skin. In addition, geese carry a number of diseases that can be transmitted to humans through their saliva or feces. These diseases can cause a variety of symptoms, including fever, diarrhea, and vomiting. Most people see geese and think, "Ah, how cute," and don't think much of it. But geese are actually quite vicious animals. They have been known to attack humans and other animals. So why are geese so mean? One reason for this behavior is that geese are very territorial. They will defend their space aggressively against anything that enters it, whether it is a human, another animal, or even a large vehicle. Geese are also very protective of their eggs and their young. They will attack anyone who comes near their nest or who tries to take their babies. The mother goose will attack anything that gets too close to her eggs. She will peck and bite anything that she sees as a threat to her eggs or her babies. She will not stop until the perceived threat is gone. In addition to their territorial and protective instincts, geese are also very aggressive towards other geese. They will fight each other for dominance in the group and for access to resources such as food and mates. Geese are also very sensitive to changes in their environment. They are quick to react to anything new or different that they see, hear, or smell. This can include people, vehicles, animals, sounds, or smells. Geese are especially sensitive to changes that happen near their nest or their young. If anything new or different enters their territory, they will become agitated and may attack. One way to avoid being attacked by a goose is to never approach their nest. If you see a goose sitting on a nest, do not go any closer. Just turn around and walk away. If you must go near a goose nest, such as to retrieve something you dropped, make sure you are very careful. Move slowly and make sure you do not startle the goose. If the goose feels threatened, it will attack. Another way to avoid being attacked by a goose is to never feed them. And feeding geese can make them dependent on humans for food. This can lead to aggressive begging behavior. The geese may become accustomed to getting food from people and may start to see humans as a source of food. This can lead to dangerous situations where the geese try to steal food from people or even bite and peck people who are not carrying food. If you are being attacked by a goose, the best thing to do is to stay calm and try to protect your head and neck. Geese have strong beaks and can cause serious injury. If you are wearing protective clothing, such as a jacket or a helmet, it may offer some protection from the goose's beak. If you do not have any protective clothing, try to cover your head and neck with your arms. If possible, try to stay still and avoid making any sudden movements. This may help the goose to lose interest in you and move on. Finally, if you are being attacked by a goose, it is important to seek medical attention right away. Even a small peck from a goose can cause serious injury. The goose's beak is very sharp and can easily cut or puncture the skin. In addition, geese carry a number of diseases that can be transmitted to humans through their saliva or feces. These diseases can cause a variety of symptoms, including fever, diarrhea, and vomiting. So remember, geese may look cute, but they are actually quite mean animals. They're territorial, protective, and aggressive. If you encounter a goose, be sure to give it plenty of space and do not approach its nest. If you do get too close to a goose nest, be very careful and make sure you do not startle the goose. Do not feed geese, as this can make them dependent on humans for food and lead to aggressive begging behavior. If you are attacked by a goose, stay calm, protect your head and neck, and seek medical attention right away.
Thanks for watching.
See you next time.